Hello everyone, so this is Gio with Passports and Portholes, back with you again. So as you can tell from the title, this was one of the excursions I did back on the cruise that I just got back from, and this is the Damajagua Waterfalls, but we also got with a buggy. So far, this was one of the best experiences I've had. In terms of the buggy, they do take you around a group with people, so as you can tell right now and seeing from the footage that you will be seeing from here, you are following everybody in a straight line. They do make sure everybody's safe. Again, Carnival safety is a really big thing with them, so they make sure the people that they contract with for those excursions will be with, like I said, a very safe and reputable travel company or an excursion company. But we do go around, like as you can tell, some back roads. We go around some trees. In this particular video, will be later on, we actually got stopped in the middle because there was a cow crossing, and the guide was just, we couldn't really move because he couldn't just push the cow out of the way. But you do go through, as you can tell from here, we go through like some mud or water, and they do take a video. They do allow you to bring a GoPro or any sort of actual video footage with you at all times, but you can also buy it once you're done. There's lockers available when you get there. You can rent out your own locker, and they do charge your sign and sell account, so when you get back it gets charged to your sign and sell, and you will see that on the statement once it's time for the debarkation process. But overall, I will give this excursion was really awesome. We try to do this was, by the way, in Amber Cove in Dominican Republic, which is right next to Puerto Plata, but Amber Cove is owned by Carnival Corporation, so they are specialized ports for them itself. And in this part of the video, we just pretty much it's a lot of it stop and go, because if everybody starts going at a certain speed and the person behind starts to slow down and gets lost in the group, they'll go ahead and stop all the buggies, make sure everybody comes in, everybody's accounted for, and then they'll start going in again. Yeah, overall, so far this is actually a very awesome excursion, especially with the buggy. Again, safety is a big thing with Carnival, and safety was also with the company as well. They provide you with helmets, they provide you with all the safety equipment for the buggy, they provide you with I want to say it was about a 10-minute tour of the vehicle, how to work it the proper way. And so this type of actual excursion I would recommend for anyone that has like an adventure side or like a wild side, or for someone that's actually not afraid of getting dirty. It's freaking awesome. I cannot say how many times this was awesome. Like, this is just pure fun, as you just saw. It's different. I can't really say it unless you've done it, and that kind of environment, and then knowing that right after you got all dirty, muddy, you got mud all over your hair, everything of you is dirty. Next thing you know, they're gonna be putting you on life vests, giving you a helmet. Then you're gonna go on the waterfalls. It's awesome. Oh, here's the cow. Like I said, we all just stopped there, and the guy was just sitting there making fun of, and he was actually mooing. The cow was mooing back. It was awesome. And this is already on our way back to where we got the buggy. The same company that does the buggy does the waterfalls itself. And we're now heading back, and after we head back, everybody parks the vehicle. They tell you where to park. They give you about a 10 to 15 minutes to change, and then we're gonna start everybody getting ready to go to the waterfalls, which is right now. So this is a long hike. I won't say long. It's about a 45-ish, maybe an hour hike up to the waterfalls. And as you can tell, here we are. Once you reach this ladder, it is game on from now on. Because again, safety is a really big thing with Carnival. They won't let you jump off the very first step. even though you probably could. In this section, I actually asked one of the guides if I can actually jump a little bit higher than everybody else, but they were making sure you were at least 4 steps before you hit the water. Not once you feel the bottom of where you jump, because obviously it's further enough, but like that's where they want everybody to jump from, right by where that person was at. And they take pictures everywhere. As you can tell, this is myself and my soon-to-be fiance, and we're just going down. Actually, not even fiance, because by the time she sees the video, she will be my fiance. Anyway, moving on, and it's awesome. You float all the time, so there are certain parts you will feel like you're touching, but you're really not touching it. So this part now, we're walking once you reach this log, so now you just walk over and you can climb up. Besides that, you're pretty much floating the whole time through. Depending on the guide, we had an awesome guide. His name is Chichi. I will give him a shout out. I even gave him a shout out when towards the end of that excursion when we were there. Chichi was an awesome guide. He made everything worth it. And whenever I return, it's not even a if, whenever I return to Amber Cove, and if I decide to do this excursion again, which I probably will, because once again, it is awesome. I will be for sure asking for this guide. So Chi-Chi, if you're ever watching this video, man, big shout out to you. And there's slides. I believe there are natural or man-made slides, but there are slides. Speaking of Chi-Chi, this guy right up on the corner, top left, the one hanging on to everybody, this is the guy, and he makes some funny noises. I believe this one, he's actually making noise of a car revving up. And again, not once I was touching the floor. You don't touch the floor whatsoever. It is pretty deep once you get in the water. Be careful with your elbows. We had a guy on our excursion who actually scraped his elbow because they tell you once you're gonna go down the slide, make sure you have your elbows tucked in. This person, I don't think how he's shown in this video at all, but we did have someone on our excursion group that actually decided not to listen to the guide and ended up trying to reach out and got his elbow scraped on one of the rocks. Water is cold. Everywhere in that water is cold. It is, I won't say freezing, but it's pretty close to it. Especially if you've been out there after you've done bugging, and Dominican Republic being a warmer climate country, being in this cold water felt amazing, especially after you hiked for about 45 minutes to an hour. By the time you got to the top, you were all sweaty, you were tired, you were done. They gave you water before you start heading down to go on the waterfall, but the water felt amazing the whole time through. Your life jackets are to be worn all the time. Obviously, the helmet are to be worn at all times. Overall, I would give this excursion a 10 out of 10. If you get the right guide, it is awesome. And if you want to have a little bit more adventure side, they do offer a waterfall with a buggy and a zip line. You can also zip line through. There were times, not on this exact excursion because there's two sides of this waterfall. We were taking the easier side, but if you do decide to do the zip line, they bring you a little bit higher and they bring you to the other side of the waterfall. And you can hear the zip lines going on all over the place. Overall, 10 out of 10, highly recommended. We'll do it again. Once again, this is Gio with Passports and Portholes. Thanks for watching.